when you profess Jesus as your Lord and as your Savior, your reputation is not about you anymore. Because what happens is when you profess Jesus, now your reputation affects His reputation. And everything that you do and everything that you say doesn't just affect your reputation, it affects His. So what happens is, because our flesh is supposed to be crucified and dead things don't have desires, what's supposed to happen is the only reason I ought to care about having a good reputation is not just so people can think highly of me, but because I understand that my reputation now affects His reputation. And if I claim to be a Christ follower, but I act out at work, or I act out online, or I act out in other places, it gives not just me a bad name, it gives Christ a bad name. So we've got to be careful how we conduct ourselves and how we carry ourselves. And really, when we give our lives to Christ, there ought to be some conversations we don't engage in. There ought to be some things that we don't do and some places that we don't go now that we've given our life to Christ, because I don't want to give myself a bad name, but I really don't want to give Christ a bad name. I really don't want to make people who need a relationship with the Lord to turn away from the Lord. I don't want to carry that weight. I don't want to bear that burden of misrepresenting Christ.